in the beginning. So if you're familiar with acid house music or acid music, the TB-3 is based on a classic machine called the TB-3. I'm sure a lot of you already know what a TB-3 is. So the sound of the TB-3 is partly based on the classic TB-3. If you buy a TB-3 today, it's going to be ridiculously expensive, and it's really small, so it's a lot, very little weight for your money as well. But it sounds pretty cool. So the TB-3 has that classic 303 sound, but also with a whole bunch of other live functions and effects and stuff. And then we have TB-03, which is slightly different, which I'll get to later. But the TB-3, some strength with this. Obviously, really low priced. The whole Aira series is actually very low priced in general, I would say. And again, very fast to program. Actually, this is not a keyboard. This is a touchpad, so you can use it for in different for different functions. So you can use it to select a pattern, or as a keyboard. So you can go. It's a little bit difficult, but it works. So you can play it like a keyboard and use it. We'll go into the sequencer now. So we can actually just record step by step a step sequencer. So I'll put some notes in. Just some random 16 notes here, and we'll play it back. You have a bunch of knobs on board, so you can tweak the sound. You have filter, resonance, effect knob, and volume, of course, and so on. Now we go back into the sequencer where we can add accent and slide, which gives you like a sort of more dynamic, expressive pattern. So if you put a slide, it sort of makes the note longer and it slides to the next note. Accents gives you like an accent, basically. So we'll just put some random slides in here and some accents. And now it will sound quite different. And we'll put some effects on as well. Actually. What I also really like is you can actually generate random patterns. So if you didn't have time to make any pattern, this is now rolling, it's empty as you can hear. I'll just do this, hold one button, press another. And it just creates something completely random. And sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's terrible. That's part of the fun, so it's a bit of a gamble. We can do it again. So before it explodes, we'll go to the next function. We can go like, we also have a semi or kind of a semi-random function, which means this. I put a single note in, like this, and now we apply the sort of semi-random. What's going to happen is, it's going to add random accents and slides and octaves, but it's going to keep the actual note. So everything is still just going to be that C, but it's going to be, jumping up and down in different ways. So let's see what happens. So as you can hear, it's still the C. So this is a really easy way to create something cool. Like if I just take, again, a blues scale, like that, okay? Apply the random, the second random function. Then you get a quite cool bass line just in a couple of seconds. So that's the randomizing feature. But let's listen to some of the sounds as well. Some other sounds. Here we have a distorted TB-3 sound. It's like a time machine back to 1995. I love it. And then you also have this scatter effect. Similar to what I was doing here with a kind of glitchy effect here, we can do a similar thing here by just using the pad. So we'll choose type number 1, which is like a short looper. So it's gonna loop a short segment of the pattern when I press it down. And then when I move my finger, it's gonna go faster. And then I just... oh, Jesus. Maybe we want to put some drums on top of that as well. So we just go... So that's the scatter effect, and we also have other scatter effects like pitch shifting, ring modulation, and that's basically it. We have a ton of sounds inside as well. We have 196 sounds, which means you can actually use it for leads, you can use it for effects, and all kinds of things, not just bass lines. Well, we can have a quick listen to those. So if I go, we have 4 banks, 1 for TB-3 sounds, one for other synth bass sounds, 1 for leads, and 1 for effects. So here's lead bank. And some more leads. And finally, I have no idea what that's good for, but I'm sure it's good for something. It's like when you were a kid and you were trying to get the right TV channel and you got all these noises. That's what it sounds like. It's cool for some people.